What's up, man? Mighty Mouse UFL on the YouTube. Subscribe, ring the bell for notifications on here, man. I usually do a lot of prison talks, workout videos, training videos. Of course, you guys know me from the fights and stuff like that, man. I'm here with something a little bit different today. It might not be so much different than what you think, because we're gonna be talking about some hoods and stuff like that out here as well, man. Because my man's from the West Coast, he's from Compton. Yeah. So we're gonna get into some of that stuff too. But and I didn't know that. I knew he was from Cali, but I did not know he was from Compton. So we're gonna get into some of that too, man. But this is going to be something way different than what I'm used to putting on. I take a lot of supplements myself, man. But before we get into that, man, I'm gonna let him introduce himself, man. He can introduce himself and he can tell you a little bit about himself, man, before we start really getting into the conversation, man. Take it away, bro.
Okay. What's good, everybody? My real name is Brandon. As you see, you can find me on Instagram at Addicted to Results. I'm here with your boy Mighty Mouse, man. I'm here, man. I started off doing the training, but it got bigger than training. I'm just here to share my story. I survived from cancer, and I'm trying to give back by talking to people and letting them know the supplements that I took in order to help them. I'm not no doctor, but nothing beats a person that ain't been through what somebody else is going through. So I'm just here to let people know, and I'm just here to help out. So,
man, that's big, man, because look, I take a lot of supplements and I do a lot of I've never had cancer or nothing like that, man, but I take a lot of stuff to prevent me from getting any stuff like that, man. Yeah. I'm a supplement freak. Yeah. I probably take, my wife would tell you, I probably take about 20 different pills a day. Yeah. You know, and that's not even including like my protein powders and the green powders and stuff and the fruit powders and stuff that I drink. I take a lot of supplements, man. Yeah. And I really believe in that type of, repair on your body, from your joints to, you know what I'm saying, to the krill oil for your heart and omega-3s and all that stuff, man. I take a lot of that type of stuff. Turmeric for inflammations and stuff. My multiple vitamins. I take a garlic pill. I take a cinnamon pill. I believe in supplements, man, to stop you from having to take a lot of what these doctors got out here for you, man.
You know, they'll get you on something and it'll fuck up something else. You sitting up here, you didn't wait for your kidney. Next thing you know, your heart hurting. So just like you said, it's all important to take, man. You got to take them vitamins on the daily. So yeah, I agree.
And the crazy part about it is, man, is a lot of people really don't start thinking about their healths. I've wrestled since I was 7, man. So I've always been, my dad always worked out. So I've always been in, a healthy range. I'm not saying I don't drink here and there and stuff like that either, but I've always been conscious of my health, man. Even in prison, I was always conscious of my health and did whatever I could do to, sustain my health, man. And just try to stay young. I'm 44. I try to keep my body young. I try to stay healthy. I work out every day. I try to do everything that I can so I don't have to get on those doctors' medicines and those doctors' pills and all that shit, man. Because, man, at the end of the day, man, that shit ain't nothing but a bunch of chemicals in your system, man.
That's all
you really don't know the outcome of this stuff, man.
Exactly.
So what kind of cancer did you have?
All right, I had, the name of the cancer that I had is angiosarcoma. It was in my left arm, as you can see the cut here, and then I also got a cut in the inside. So it started off. Can I give you a little quick story about?
Yeah.
Quick story. Okay, I had angiosarcoma, but how I found out I had it was I was playing football, and my story is crazy, man. I was playing football. The crazy thing about it is I wasn't gonna even play football, Mouse. But the coach kept begging me to play again. He was like, man, we need you out here. We need you to play. So to make a long story short, man, I skipped the whole off-season training. Next thing you know, I tell myself, like, man, I'm about to go ahead and play football. Arm end up getting hit. It's a small lump on my arm, real small. But when you playing football, you gonna get beat up. So when you get a little lump on your arm, I tell myself, like, man, this shit hurt a little bit, but I'm gonna keep on playing. I want to play football.
Right.
Few weeks later, man, arm gets stepped on. My arm blew up, probably double the size it is now. My arm got so damn big that I couldn't even bend my arm all the way up. It'll stop about right here. So let me tell you the thing about the doctors, man. That's why it's real important what you said to take care of yourself. Take your vitamins, do what you got to do so you can prevent yourself from being in the hospital.
Right.
Because what was happening was my situation was bigger than what they were saying. I went back and forth to the hospital for about a few weeks. They kept telling me it's a hematoma. Put 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 heat and ice on it. So I'm doing heat and ice, but the swelling is not going down. You know, they they charge people a lot to get them MRIs and CAT scans. You know, they're kind of stingy with those.
Yeah.
So what had happened was the last football game I ended up playing in, I still end up playing on the arm because I was just hungry to play football. So I'm playing on the arm that can barely bend. Played my last game. I come from the game. My arm is throbbing. Like it feel like it's blood being pumped in my arm, and my arm is getting bigger. So man, go to Kaiser. They like he gonna have to go to surgery now. Go through the first surgery. I thought it went fine. I wake up. They like, you going to have to go through another surgery because we don't know why you keep bleeding. Go through about, fast forward, man, I went through about 3, 4 surgeries at Bellflower Hospital over here in California. Bellflower
Yeah.
Hospital. Went through about 3, 4 surgeries. They still didn't give me no MRI. I'm up here. They giving me blood transfusions. They trying to figure out why I'm not bleeding. They clamping off all kind of shit in my arm. My arm looks way better now, but when this happened, my arm looked like the inside of cherry pie. I'm looking at my arm in the inside while they putting the dressing all over my arm. So man, finally I end up going to Sunset Hospital when I'm almost bleeding to death. They give I go to Sunset. They give me the MRI. They run the MRI. Come to find out, I got a tumor in my arm. So when they tell me that I have a tumor in my arm, they also check my lungs. So come to find out, I had a tumor in my arm, and I had little pieces of cancer inside of my lungs.
Huh?
Now the cold thing about the story is like it's crazy how everything gels because if I wouldn't have played football, I would have never known that I had a tumor in my arm and cancer in my lungs. So I went through um it's it's crazy. I'm not trying to talk your ear off, but I'm trying to explain
No,
it.
you
So
good.
I
Yeah.
go through I'm on chemo, and that's what I also want to talk to people about that have cancer and going through chemo. Chemo is no joke, man. It changes your whole body. Skin got dark, hair falling out. You always tired, your body weak, you moody, you lose your appetite, and just so happened, man. This lady that's like my granny. I've been knowing her since I've been 3 years old. She can't. She always took supplements even before I got sick.
Yeah.
So um, I went through my first round of chemo, and I'm going through the chemo stage, and I'm just like when you first hear that you have cancer, the first thing you think like, man, I'm about to die.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
on some shit. I'm like, man, it's not that many people that can fight through cancer. So what makes me so special about, about why I'm gonna beat it? So, I end up taking these supplements. I started taking the supplements that I still take to this day. And I end up um I end up running into this doctor as I'm going to my appointments, as I'm getting checkups and going through my chemotherapy. So, you know, there was kind of, I believe in God, but I also believe that He puts people here to help you out and give you hope also.
No
So I
doubt.
went to this one appointment, and as I'm in the appointment, this doctor tells me, "Oh, I had cancer. I beat it a long time ago." And he was like, "You need to do this. You need to do that." So as I'm there with my mother, I'm like, "Are you getting this?" I'm like, "We need to write down all this shit. We need to shit. Whatever he talking about, we need to do extra. If he say take 3 vitamin C, shit, I'm about to take 6 of them." So I'm like,
Yeah.
whatever I got to do it, I need to do it. So he told me, you know, to do this and do that. So I'm mixing what he told me also what my granny is telling me to do. So taking supplements, going through the chemo, doing all of this, you know, and finally I beat it. And how I'm here today now is this happened years ago, Mouse. But the thing about it is, a lot of people that I even know that been knowing me for years was like, "You had cancer," and I was like, "Yeah," because you know I was kind of embarrassed to talk about it. You know, it's something about even when I had cancer, I didn't want people to know because I didn't want people feeling sorry for me. I felt
Yeah.
weak because it's like, nigga, you didn't got sick. So, you know, it's like, you know, I beat the cancer, and what's crazy is what's putting me in the situation that I'm in now is speed up years later. The lady who helped me, which is like my granny, she passed in 2019. But before she passed in 2019, she used to always tell me, even while I was going through my chemo situation, she said, Brandon, God is going to put you here to talk to other people. But when I used to hear that, I used to be like, I do not want to be no pastor. I am not trying to be, I am not
Yeah.
trying to be no pastor. So, you know,
Yeah.
I mentally wasn't there. But what's crazy is every time I talk to somebody that has cancer or going through the situation, it makes me want to talk to them and let them know what I went through. And there's a chance that you have to get through. I can't cure people. I'm not a doctor, but I feel
Right.
like if I let them know what I went through, it can help them. It's a possibility that it can help. So it's like I went from I went from all of that to this where I'm at now. So it's like I just feel like it just feels so much better to be able to explain to somebody what I went through to give them hope that they also have hope that they can beat it.
Yeah.
So it's deep,
Yeah.
man. So
Yeah, I'm glad you reached out to me, man. You said you've been watching the channel for a while now and stuff, man. So I'm definitely glad that you had reached out. And man, when you told me the story, I was like, damn, we need to put this on here, man, because like I said, I do a lot of workouts on here, training. I even got a supplement video, some of the supplements that I take on here, man.
yeah.
So give me an example of like some of the supplements that you taking, man, but mostly probably for like immune type
Okay.
situations and stuff, right?
Okay. The supplements that I take are my website is going to get fixed up
Give
in the
them that
future.
too. Give them your website and stuff too, man. Your
Well,
Instagram,
well,
Facebooks, all
my
that stuff.
bad, my bad, my bad. When you guys click on my Instagram, the website is not up now, but it's going to be up in a few days. I'm getting everything together now. But the
Okay.
supplements that I was taking is the supplement called GNLD. I'm going to put down the list. If you go on the internet, you type in GNLD, they have a lot of
I can't hear you. Put on
somebody just
speaker.
called me.
There you go. I can hear you good now.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I
Okay,
can hear you
I
even
ain't
better.
gonna. Okay, okay. So the supplements that I was taking was GNLD, but it's certain products that you have to take. But one of them that I still take to this day is Vital Defense. It basically, you know how we're supposed to eat a certain amount of fruits and vegetables a day.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
hard to get in, 6 veggies a day, six
Yeah.
fruits a day. So what the pills does is it 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 puts that in your body as like you're eating fruits and vegetables, even though I was eating fruits and vegetables.
Right.
So it's like it's the GNLD products. I also had to stop eating like red meat, lemon water in the morning. The first thing you wake up, soon as you get up in the morning, it's kind of like you have to send your whole body through a routine. So
Yeah.
that's why I'm working on the website so I can get people to they can click it. You get the list of stuff that you need to do to unbeat it. But if you go to GNLD, the products is there, but it's certain products that you have to take. But one of them is Vital Defense, vitamin B, um, is vitamin B complex, a whole bunch of vitamin C.
I take that.
Yeah, so it's just basically like boosting your immune system because when you're on chemotherapy, what the chemo does is it doesn't just knock out the the bad cells. It takes the
Knocks out
good,
everything.
yeah,
Yeah.
it takes your red cells and your white cells. So that's why a lot of people die from having cancer because they get on the chemo and their immune system is not strong enough, so they always die from a cold. It don't even be the cancer; it be the
Yeah.
cold because their immune system is weak.
Right.
So what's crazy is when I was sick, I lost a whole bunch of weight, right? I got down to like, man, I was probably like 175, a buck 75 pounds. And I
Yeah.
was, I'm looking in the mirror. I'm like, damn, this the skinniest that I ever been, but I wasn't healthy. But as I
Yeah.
start realizing is the protein shakes that I started taking, all the supplements that I started taking, the more I start eating and the more I start putting back on the weight, the tumor started shrinking and the cancer in my lungs started going down. So
Oh,
they also have a tea called Paul Diarco tea that you can take. It's a tea that you bake. It's a tea like any other tea, but it's called Diarco. So you
was it like
basically,
detox type tea or something?
yeah, but it's a tea basically to help tumors. So I would basically drink that every night. Just like you only need a little bit, but man, it's a whole routine to it. So that's why, man, I'm about to get real busy. Like,
Yeah.
so
Yeah,
yeah, man.
absolutely,
So
man. Yeah, when we get ready to close out, man, I'm gonna get you to leave any information that you got on that type of stuff, man, because some people are gonna be interested to see exactly what it is that you're taking and what you're doing, man. You know what
okay,
I'm saying?
hey,
And where you're up at.
okay. Let me just say this too. Like, this happened. This happened years ago, Mouse. So I've
Hold
been
on. I'm gonna go
okay.
inside. This is my
I'll go ahead.
device is overheating. I'm gonna rock inside real quick
Yeah.
so it don't cut out on us. Hold on. My fault.
No, no, you good. You good.
Told you it's about 100 and some degrees out this bitch today.
No, I'm already knowing.
Man. All
Yeah,
right,
but
let's do it, man.
no, I was just saying like, um, just the just the supplements, the tea, the change in the diet. It's all a routine. And one thing for sure, man, I know a lot of people are not like I'm not really big on being re- religious. I'm big on being spiritual. So, man, you gotta put you gotta put God in it, man. That's the main thing. You gotta put God first. I think he went out. Went out. My bad, y'all. I think his phone died, so I'm just waiting to try to see what's going on. I don't want to just hang up and shit. I don't know what happened, y'all. I'm just waiting. I think his phone died. I think that's why he went in the house.
All right, y'all. We had lost service there for a second, man. We back on now. We'll wait for B to get back on here from Compton. Let's get back on the stream. There he comes. All right, we back. All right, we back. Back, you good?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Damn, I can't see you now though.
Turn it sideways. I can see you. You see me?
Nah, I think I hear something. Hold on.
Let's see if he gets back on. Sorry about that, y'all. Get B back on here. See if he gets back on. There he goes. Let's try it again. Good?
Yeah, I'm trying to. Do I hit Cam Mike?
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can see you.
I can hear you pretty good. Keep talking. Let me see.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you a little bit.
All right, hold on.
What else you got?
Hold on. Let me put it back on here. Damn, I keep hitting some. Hold up.
It's got like a different microphone option.
Yeah, I'm trying to hit the same thing that I already had on. All right.
I can hear you pretty good on here right now.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Yeah, there we go.
Now it's low again. Now, fuck.
Oh, it's low. Hold up.
It's low until you get close to it, and then it's high.
Well, when I get close.
Yeah, when you're there, I can hear you good.
Okay.
And then it muffles out.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you good.
Okay, there we go. I'm gonna just hold it like this. So
now you're good.
Yeah.
Just slide your camera over a little bit so I can see you better. Oh yeah, right there. There you go. Perfect.
Let me just put it right. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah. Shit, I forgot where we was at. My bad.
We're talking about some of the supplements that you were taking and shit, the B supplements and all that, man. And then killing your immune system from the chemo, killing your
Yeah.
blood and your red, your white and your red blood cells and stuff, man, and
Yeah.
keeping your immune system up. You know what I'm saying?
That's why it's important. Like when you on chemotherapy, like it's a lot of people that's like turning down chemotherapy, and I don't blame them. But for the people that's on chemotherapy, like you have to eat. You
Yeah.
have to eat, and it's what you're eating too. Like that's what I'm saying. Like when you go through it, like you have to switch your whole diet. Like my mother and my grandparents, like they switched everything. Like even start drinking the distilled water in the morning. Like
Yeah.
it's the little stuff. Like it's basically like clearing your whole system out because that chemo wears you down, man.
It's just toxic.
It's toxic. It wears you
Yeah.
down.
Yeah,
And
no doubt.
the cold thing about the chemo is what used to have me like ripped up is when I was going through the chemo situation, it was the holidays. So while everybody at the house for Thanksgiving and Christmas, I only can stay a few hours, then I'm getting ready to go back to the hospital for another round of chemo.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's why, man, that shit sucks. So that's why, man, we all get our wake up call. So, but it's like, don't wait don't wait until the doctor tell you something to start taking your health serious. Like everybody got to take that shit serious now. It don't matter if you young, it don't matter if you old, because people are having heart attacks in they 30s.
No doubt.
So
No
it's
doubt.
important. It's important to take it serious now. And it's like, man, one thing that cancer really made me realize that we all are on borrowed time. Like, you don't have to be sick to die tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that, like, because I know a lot of people that was here and they didn't even have cancer and they're gone now. So it just shows you that, man, everybody is on borrowed time. Like, you can dodge COVID-19 and catch cancer. You can dodge cancer and you can turn into a diabetic. So it's like, man, we all dodging something, but it's like, man, we all are going to get hit by something. And
Yeah.
it's not about what hits you, it's about how you take it and how you go on about it when you get hit. So it's like, because shit
No doubt.
happen every day. So
Yeah.
everybody,
I try to get like my wife, man. She takes her health for granted, man. She like, I got her taking multiple vitamins and stuff now, man. But I take a shit ton of vitamins and stuff, man. I take a shit ton of pills every day. And it's like, man, I can't even get her to take a multiple vitamins. Like, I got to check her, you know what I mean? But I
yeah,
make sure my sons get their stuff, man. But it's like, you know, it's in the same way with my mom. It's like, man, they won't. A lot of people don't take their health seriously until the doctors tell them you're about to die, or
yeah,
there's something wrong with you, or something that's seriously about to happen. Then all of a sudden, and even then, some people don't take their health serious. I tell these dudes, I go when I'm in the gym. You can see like the older people that are in there. You can see the ones that have taken their health serious since they were young.
yeah,
They're in there. They're still working out. They still look good. They're still, active. Then you see the ones that are in there where basically the doctor told them, if you don't get in here, you're going to die. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? You can
yeah,
tell the difference between the
yeah,
ones that have lived unhealthy for years in their lives and the
yeah,
ones that have been active and living healthy their whole lives.
yep,
And for some people, man, I look at some of them and I'm like, it's a hell of a it, you know, but it might be too late for you, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Like
See, that's what I'm saying. Like,
you
everybody
literally
ain't gonna
waited too
come out.
long. You
Yeah,
know?
everybody not gonna come out, the same. Some people don't come out at all. So that's why,
Yeah,
just like you said, man, you gotta take it serious because, man, once you like what the problem is, what a lot of people is, the problem is money. A lot of people are so focused on money that they leave their health on the back burner. But just like my grandma said, she said, Bucky, she called me Bucky. She said, that money ain't gonna mean nothing if you laid up in a hospital bed. She
yep,
said you ain't gonna be able to spend it at all.
yeah,
And, man, two things, man, it's two things that show you how people really are. You gotta watch how people treat you when you sick, and you watch how people treat you when you broke.
yeah, yeah.
Like, them two things there,
People
like,
cut
that's
you,
why, like,
or if you go to prison.
yeah, hey, I
Yeah,
can't speak on the prison because I've never been to prison, but I totally agree. Like,
yeah,
them, them, them three things there, man. That shows you who really in your corner. So that's why, man. Like, even
yeah.
to this day, like, it's not nothing that I won't do for my grandparents and my mom, because still to this day, like, I don't even know how they stayed so strong during the whole situation. Like, I never seen them cry one time, and me not seeing them cry one time is what kept me strong. I'm like, damn, if they being strong for me, like, I'm like, I gotta be strong for me too.
Yeah.
So your support system is big, man. Everybody, like, man, that health situation is serious. Like, we just be so busy we be working so much. Like, a lot of people who I talk to about working out, it ain't even like Mouse. It ain't even about working out and trying to get a six pack and all of that. It's working out trying to better your health, but a lot of people don't
Longevity, man.
realize that. Yeah,
Longevity in your life, man. Being able to live.
yeah.
You know.
So
Everybody works out for a different reason, man. But at the end of the day, um, you, you know, uh, you want to live as long as you can, man. You want to be as healthy as you can. You don't want to be in pain. You don't want to have some type of disease that's going to make you miserable till the day that you die.
yeah,
Everybody's not going to die in their sleep. You know,
exactly.
everybody's not going to die. Everybody's not going to live to be 100.
Not at all.
As much as everybody thinks that that's the way that they're going to go out,
It don't go like that.
that's usually not the case.
It don't go
So
like that.
while you're here, you need to take care of you take care of your car. You get your oil taken in your car. Well, at least I hope you do.
Yeah,
You put gas treatments in your car. A lot of people treat their material shit better than they treat their own body, man. And
that's
like you
what I'm
said,
saying. That's what I'm saying.
what was that dude's name? That fucking billionaire dude, Jobs or Jobs or whatever the hell
Yeah,
his name
yeah, I
is.
know who you're talking about.
You know, all the money he had,
It don't
he
matter.
could not bring his health back.
That's
You
what
know
I'm
what I'm saying?
saying. Like that help. Like we all like
Yeah,
I ain't gonna lie. Before that situation, like I was taking my health for granted, and now that I look at it, I'm like, damn. Before I even had cancer, I was
yeah,
catching colds more often. Like mouse on some real shit. Like I would catch a cold probably like once a month. It probably
yeah.
wasn't a serious cold, but you know when your nose is stuffy, you coughing, and you out for about 3 days. Like I
Well,
was
that's how I
getting
am with sinus infections. I got one now. It's like, man, especially all the traveling that I do. When I come
yeah.
back up here, my sinuses are insane, man. You know, I don't catch colds, and I don't really, you know, because like I said, I take a lot of stuff, man, to keep my immune system up. I take a lot of stuff to keep my body active and up, man.
Yeah,
But one thing that I suffer from, man, and it's consistently is sinuses, man.
yeah, and
Sinuses
that shit
kill
ain't
me.
no joke, especially that
Dude, this shit
sinus
drags
headache.
me. It's worse. It's worse. It's worse than a cold, man. It's worse than the flu,
Yeah,
man. When you got sinus issues, man, that shit is the worst. I'd rather have a cold. You
yeah,
know,
I
real
got
talk.
that shit too. That
God, man,
like
it's the
them little
worst.
sinus headaches. That shit ain't no joke.
Yeah,
That shit'll
no
be there
joke.
for like 2 days.
Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
take a lot of this. I got this big ass like saline thing, man. It's got like salt water in it and stuff, and I use that in my nose, man, to
yeah,
you know help clear that stuff out, man,
yeah. I
and
know
stuff.
exactly what
But
you're
you
talking
know,
about.
my wife used to work at the cancer center at UVA and
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah, she was a nurse up there. So she's around the people. She's around the people all the time, man. Yeah, hopefully it'll play louder once we get it on there. I think it will. I think it'll play louder. Yeah, I think it'll be louder on the thing.
yeah,
But yeah, I think yeah, she's worked up at the cancer center for years, man, and she's seen it. Yeah, 4 years, and she's seen a lot of shit up there, man. You know,
yeah,
and UVA has got some of the best doctors in the nation, man. You know, the university they got some top doctors over there, and man, they got kids and stuff in there. There's some heinous like shit, man. You know that she's seen. You know, being
yeah,
up through there, man, and then you know that I think that's the worst. Is seeing if you know you got a kid going through that type of stuff, man. Dude,
yeah.
that's tough shit.
That's that's why I'm big on my kids about man trying to eating good and shit now because
Yeah,
because I got twin boys and they just
yeah,
turned 11 and I'm telling them I'm like look I went through my situation when I was, 14, about to be
yeah.
15 years old. And I'm like, I don't want you guys to have to go through the same situation that I went through
Right.
because you're taking your health for granted now.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm real big on them about it now. Like, like,
You got them eating right and stuff. You got them eating
yeah,
good and shit.
yeah. Like, I
Yeah,
like they
that's
take
good, man.
vitamin C's, all of that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I make my
like,
son take vitamins now, man. For a long time, he wouldn't even take those. But like I said, I take shit tons of supplements and stuff. And my wife's here now. And that's what I was just saying. Like, I can't even get her to take. She barely even takes her multiple vitamins. It's like a lot of people take their health for granted until it's too late.
yeah,
Until their doctors say, "Listen, man, you got this," or if you don't do this, this is going to happen to you. You know what I mean? It's sad because, man, like I said, you take care of your car, you take care of your motorcycle, you take care
yeah.
of your boat, you take care of your shoes, you take care
Hmm.
of your clothes or whatever
All
it
the
may be.
material things.
All your material things people take care of, man. But then when it comes down to their own health and shit, it's like they take that for granted. It's like that's irrelevant, you know, until it's not, you know.
Shit crazy, man. I don't never want to. I want to beat the doctor to it. Like, as soon as you go
Yeah,
get that physical, he tell me, "Oh, something is high." You nip that shit in the bud right then and there. Don't wait
yeah,
around. If a doctor say you need to lose some weight, boy, you got to get that weight off. If
yeah,
anything, like so.
yeah,
Yeah, man, it's big. So I'm just out here trying to help. I'm here. I'm about to get everything together. I'm gonna make a list on what to get, the supplements for people to get, the place to get them from. So all of
yeah,
that's gonna be up in a few days. So I'm just, yeah,
yeah.
man, Mouse. I'm
Well,
out here trying to do it,
give them
man.
the link. Give them the link anyway, even though you don't have it set up right now. Give them the link so they can go and check it. Because I won't put this video for about 2 days anyway.
Oh
So
well,
so
they
make
can
sure you have
find
the
me.
link and stuff up.
They can find me on Instagram for now at addicted underscore two underscore results 310.
Okay.
So that's where they can find me for now. So once they go through the Instagram for now, they just gonna find my regular page now. But
Right.
in a few days, the website will be up to where you can get everything that I'm talking about.
Cool. That's what's up, man. And where you from, man? Like we had already talked, but all these people on here don't know. You said you live in Compton. You live in
Yeah, I
Compton,
stay in
California.
Compton. Yep.
Yeah. How is it out there now, man? I've been out there. I was out
Hey,
there. I ran fights out there about a month or so ago, man. It's probably a lot different now than when you were growing up out there, right?
hey, it's man, like it be the same shit, man. Like as far as like see, that's what made me follow you too because the guns down and gloves up. I was like, man, I wish this nigga could come over here, but it's so hot over here, and
Yeah.
niggas is like so soft. Like niggas ain't gonna fight. Like
Well, hey, that is true. We've had some situations out there that I've tried to extinguish
yeah,
and
like
stuff, and the dudes out there, they won't. A lot of them won't fight, man.
look,
But
you
it's not just out there, man. It's in a lot of these cities out here.
look,
Dudes' egos won't let them get punched in the face.
look. I'm gonna tell you what the problem is, Mouse. The problem is not niggas fighting. The problem is what happened when people start fighting. They pull out their phone, right?
Yeah,
So as soon as people pull out their phone and say me and you fighting and you beat my ass, right?
yeah,
Every time I start talking shit, somebody gonna be like, "Hey, you talking shit?" But remember this. Next thing you know, you tagged in the video and getting your ass
yeah.
beat. But it's like what people got to think about. Like, is it worth shooting a person and going to jail, or you can fight? Because a lot of people don't even want to fight for past 3 minutes. Once they get that
Yeah.
out for 3 minutes,
Or
everything.
dead or dead. You can't come back from dead, man. You know, people talking shit about getting your ass beat, that's about all you can do is talk shit or laugh or joke. But at the end of the
Right.
day, we're all still alive, man. You know,
Yep.
and like I said, a lot of these young kids out here don't know what it is to fight. They've never really been in no fights, you know,
Not at
so
all.
they don't know. They never played any sports in their lives. I wrestled since I was 7. I've known what it is to take losses, you
Yeah.
know. But a lot of these kids nowadays,
They
man,
don't
and
know
not
how to
just
take
kids,
it.
even the young adults, they
Yeah.
don't know what it is, and their egos can't allow them to take a loss. A loss to
Not at
them,
all.
they'd
Not at
rather
all.
kill you. They'd rather shoot you and kill you or kill your family or whatever than to take a loss
Yeah,
with
because they
hands.
can't live with it.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, man. It's
Yeah.
unbelievable what the society has come to, man. And like I said, we go to Camden, Baltimore, Philly, Jersey. I mean, we're in a lot of hoods. Atlanta,
Yeah.
Opelika, Miami. You know, Dallas. I've been L.A. We've ran shits in a lot of hoods, man. We've
Yeah.
done stuff, but you know, in certain places, man, people like even in Camden, I can't believe that we were able to run an event out there. We had the city councilman, the chief of police, and everybody was out there for that shit. You know,
Yeah.
because they were so scared of gang retaliation out there. And I was out there with the Pyrus and shit. Like I was on the block with the Pyrus. I actually had to get permission to even film out there. And we actually had some of the Pyrus come out there and fight.
Yeah.
They put gloves on. I got it all on video. They
Yeah.
came out there and put gloves on in their hood. You
See,
know,
that's big, man.
it
That's
is.
big. See, that's why I like what you're doing, because it's like, man, anytime you can go to the hood and niggas is willing to fight,
Yeah.
that's a good thing. Because I'm telling you, like man, up over here, bro, like people up out here, like they'll pull a gun out like so quick
I
over
know.
the smallest situation. You be like, bro, you
Yeah.
pull a gun out over him over that, like.
Yeah.
So that's why, man.
You know, I say it like this, bro. Like, man, you know, to me, I guess because of where I've always you know like fought it out. I think honestly, to me, I don't. I think it would be harder for me to pull a gun and shoot somebody to beat somebody up. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying? I mean, real shit. I mean, just to be, but to them, it's the opposite. It's like easy just to go out and kill and shoot a motherfucker, man.
yeah, and
So it's
be
like to me,
done
it's
with it.
like, man, it would take a lot. It would take a lot for me to fucking pull a gun out and kill somebody. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It really
that's
would.
the
I mean, I'm dead serious, and I'm not saying, I'm being serious. Like, I think that I'm not saying like that, but to me, I think it would be harder for me to pull a gun out and kill somebody than for me to go out there and fight you. That's me.
yeah.
But to them, that's the complete opposite. It's almost impossible for them to go out there and throw hands.
You
It's
know
easy
why
for them to
though?
pull a trigger.
You know why motherfuckers is too emotional, bro. That's what it is. Like soon as you hit a certain button, like just like what you said, they don't know how to take that loss. Like
Yeah,
soon as you hit a certain button, instead of them either like, oh, we can fight or leave it alone, they don't know how to take it. Like everybody's
yeah,
too emotional. And when you too emotional, like once you don't know how to control them emotions, that's how you end up killing a person. That's how you end up in jail. That's how you end up in a bad situation. Like once you learn how to control it, then you good. But a lot of people, they around the wrong people. They ain't got the person to be like, hey, don't do that stupid shit. But if I'm out here doing stupid shit and they out here doing stupid shit, it ain't nobody to tell them.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
man, it's just I
Yeah. I tried to
respect the
put
movement though on me.
I actually tried to put on a thing between two gang members from out. One was from Florida and one was from out there in Cali
Yeah,
and shit. And I tried to put on. I even had a gym. I had everything, man. It cost me a good little bit amount of money to get all this shit set up.
yeah,
And the flights and the hotels and the gym, because a lot of the gyms wouldn't even deal with it. They were like, man, we're not fucking. I don't care if people kill each other. You know what I'm saying? I
yeah,
went to. I'm not going to say the ones that didn't care because I don't want to put them on here about that. But trust me, a lot of the gyms were on some basically like let them kill each other. We don't care
yeah.
about
They
them.
don't care.
And Mouse, why do you give a fuck about them? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And it was more like, man, certain lines have been crossed. And to me it was like, man, okay, if these dudes can fight and they can do it in a safe environment without anybody getting shot and killed, then let's run it. You know?
yeah,
And it ended up being a big ass fucking circus, waste of time,
yeah. I believe
waste
it.
of money. And and like I said, man, I'll never do that type of stuff again, man. If dudes want to fucking fight, they can come out to the yard. They can hit me up on the Gmail, be like, look, I got a beef. I'll send them the locations and the dates. But I can't promise that I'm going to go out of my way unless you're close to me, that I'm
Yeah,
going to go out of my way, especially with street guys, man.
yeah. It just ain't worth it, huh?
It's not worth it, bro. It's not worth it because, man, at the end of the day, man, you know, I've been through this several times where there's been beefs and one person might be with it, one person's scared, the other person is glad that the other person's scared. It just turns into, man, look, I can run 30 and 40 fights at any event with dudes that want to fight, with
Yeah,
guys that come out to fight, with guys that have no problem coming out and they find the addresses and they find the dates and they come out and fight. I run
yeah,
fights every weekend. You can tell the ones that aren't about that life, man. They're not
yeah.
about the fight. They're not about, doing any of that shit.
They just
And,
do this.
at the end of the day, you can lead, yeah, exactly, man. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't
Yeah,
make that motherfucker drink, man.
real
And
shit.
I have this shit all set up and ready to roll. And, you know,
Yeah,
yeah, it comes down to
I'm
it,
already
man.
knowing, man. Sometimes, man, you gotta, man. You can't fix everything.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers, like
Dudes,
that's what made me be realizing about a lot of shit, man. Like once you realize you a limited resource and you can't fix everything, you just be like, look, I did what I can do. Now I got to just leave this shit alone.
yeah,
So,
yeah, facts, man. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, facts. Like I said, man, I won't do that again. That was a learning experience.
yeah,
Even to the point where I took myself out of character to really try to draw this in. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
And that was fucking totally stupid because the guns down, gloves up movement, man.
yeah,
Putting myself out there. You know what I'm saying? And it's different when those type of people want to fight. But if I'm coming at those type of guys, you already know the situation, man. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? You already know they're not willing to fight each other. They definitely ain't willing to fight me. So
Nah, hell no.
I'm trying, I'm kicking a dead dog. So,
Yeah,
but at the end at the end of the day, man, we try to keep it positive. We try to keep it moving, man, and do what we can do, man. And I'm gonna tell you, bro, like you're a super success, man. Like straight up, like I'm glad I got you on here, man. That's some good tips, and like you said, even your family said that they believe God put you in a position to be able to talk to people and help people out. And I got a big platform, so I believe that all this shit happened for the same
for a
reason,
reason,
man. I think it
man.
happened for the same reason, man. I'm gonna have to agree with your family,
Yeah,
So I believe that they're right in those circumstances, man, because I think that you're gonna be able to get seen on a bigger, bigger page now. You're gonna be
yeah,
able to get seen, by a lot of people. So I'm glad that it worked out because you were like, I don't mean, if you could do this, Miles. So I was like, man, shit, what do you mean?
yeah.
I'll put you on a video. You know what I'm
And I
saying? Because this
appreciate you,
shit,
man.
this shit here means a lot to me too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So this is big to me also. And I
I
wanted to hear the story.
appreciate
I told you that
the
when I was in the gym
opportunity
today. I
too.
wanted to hear it.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah. Like when you had hit
Yep.
me back, and then
Yeah.
you was like, "Man, I'm trying to hear that." I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Cause bro, I really wasn't hitting you up trying to, trying to be like, hey, can you shout me out or nothing? Because to me, it's more than that. Like, I'm trying to
Yeah.
make an impact. Like, how you making an impact. Like how you trying to change. Put the guns down and knuckle
Yeah.
up. Like,
Yeah.
I'm trying to make an impact on trying to help people. Like, showing that they have a chance. So
Yeah.
it's all about making an impact. So that's
No
what I
doubt.
believe. So I
And both
appreciate the
both our parents
opportunity.
had cancer. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm saying, that means a lot. Her mom had cancer, my mom had cancer and stuff like that too, man. So
Yeah,
this is big. And my mom still, and her mom too, man. They don't take their health seriously, man.
yeah,
And it's sad, man, because like I say, man, you only live once here. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm a Christian. I know what I believe. You know what I'm saying? But whatever your beliefs are, you
yeah,
know, after this life. But you only got one of these right now, man, and you want to live this to the fullest and live
yeah,
it, the most prosperous that you can. You know what I mean? And the healthiest and that you can live it.
yeah,
And I don't see how people can play games with their health, how people cannot take their health seriously, to how people can wait to the last minute to say, hey, I got to do something or I'm going to die because the doctor told me so. I can't see how you don't think ahead of that.
yeah. You
How you're
got to.
not
You got to
staying ahead of
plan
it.
it out.
Hold on, I'm
You
gonna show
got
you
to.
something. Hold on, I'm gonna show you something real quick.
Okay.
All right, look. So I take so many pills that I don't even keep them in the bottles because it just takes too much time for me to open up a bottle and put it out
Yeah.
and stuff like that. So I don't know if you can see, like I really take these pill things, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm really on this. I'm really on my supplements, man.
Hey, I see,
You know,
man. You got that shit in there, man.
yeah.
I'm thinking you about. Hey, I'm
And,
thinking you about to pull out some spaghetti or some shit.
and this isn't even my like I got my green powders, my fruit powders, my
Yeah.
protein. I got all my turmeric powders, my ginger. I got all that type of stuff too that I mix my
Yeah.
BCAAs and all that stuff plus my pre-workouts. I got all that shit too. This is
You
just my
got to,
pill.
man. You got to. You got to. You got to.
No
I think
doubt.
you about to pull out a bowl of spaghetti or some shit. It's all pills in there.
Nah,
Yeah, but
man.
man, we got to, man. Got
Got to,
to.
man.
Yeah.
Gotta take your health serious, man. You gotta take your life serious, man. Because this shit don't, like I said, and I take these pills like 3 times a day, like a different series I take, but I get in this pill bottle at least 3 times a day. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? So I'm always consistently on my shit. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? I got like this is like cinnamon powder. This is that B complex. Let me see. That's the B complex you were talking about right here.
Okay.
This is a CoQ10 right here. All right, then I got this is my Instaflex. This is for my joints, y'all. If y'all got joint issues, man, it's kind of expensive. But
Yeah.
if y'all got inflammation in your joints, I take this. But this is right here. This is like a glucosamine conjoint type thing right here.
What is it
But that
called?
the Instaflex is way better. I take this on top of it because the Instaflex is like a collagen and
Yeah.
it's got turmeric and all that. See, now I take turmeric too. Now this is turmeric right here.
Yeah. See,
So
that's what I need to get on
I
right
take
there.
turmeric and curcumin or whatever the hell it's called. I take that, and then I take Optimum Nutrition. These are Optimum Nutrition vitamins. So I
Okay.
take 3 of these a day. That's pretty much my regimen, man. But
Yeah.
and then of course I got my green powders and my fruit powders and all that stuff, man. But I keep big ass things of fruit
Hey,
also, man.
hey,
I eat the
it
shit out of
it
fruit and stuff like that, man.
it shows that you on your on on your health shit. Cause I remember, man, I hit you a while ago, and I was like, nigga, what workouts are you doing? And you showed me the burp. Damn, what is that called? They burpees, but you kicking your legs up and you go to the
Yeah.
side. What is they called?
That's actually, man. I'm gonna tell you, man. We got that from the Mexicans in prison. The
Yeah.
Mexicans were the ones that did that, and we kind of copied their shit
Okay,
because
because when I see you doing that, I tried it. I was like, shit. You did
yeah,
about 6 things, and you was like
yeah.
one. I was like, ooh. I was like, it's gonna take me a minute to
Dude,
get
we
there.
used to do that shit for a half hour straight, man.
God damn.
We didn't
That
no
shit ain't no
stopping. That shit
joke.
was a half hour. That shit was like a half hour straight. If you didn't have a job, now this is like in the '90s now though. This ain't like now. Nowadays, man, the system's not like it used to be. But
Yeah.
back in the '90s, like motherfuckers was real. They was really like you had to really, you know, be segregated within your groups, and you had to come out and do those routines every day, not necessarily the ones that we did, not necessarily the ones that the Mexicans did, or the black group or whatever. You had to come out and do your regimen every fucking day on clockwork, unless you were in school or fucking in some type of medical issue. You were gonna hit that fucking yard and you were gonna do that shit every day. It was a must, or you're gonna get your ass beat. And the ones that were really down on that shit were the Mexicans, bro. The Mexicans did not play no fucking games.
Yeah.
If you even look, I've seen the Mexicans stomp motherfuckers out inside of the workout group for missing numbers. You know what I'm saying? For being off beat, or fucking being lazy on like a rep. They'll come out there and stomp you. They'll come out there and stomp the shit out your ass.
Hey, if I was a Mexican, I would have been in that motherfucker fighting. I'm in there trying to catch my breath. They like, nigga, you fucking up the counts.
Look, when you first hit the system, they'll break you up like in like little groups and shit. They'll let you go for a minute to get into shape and shit, man. But once you already in that shit, man, I've seen dudes like make up reasons not to go out. You hit the rec yard and shit, they get caught up lying later and get their fucking ass beat up.
Hey, still
get their ass stomped out, man. They don't play that shit, man. But now it's in the system's not like that now, man. It's like, fuck, you can lay around and watch TV all day now. Them motherfuckers don't care. At least on a lot of the East Coast systems, man. Probably the West Coast, especially Cali. They're probably still real regimented out there, man. Cali systems are one of the most regimented systems there is. You know what I'm saying? As far as their politics and how they run things, man. A lot of the other systems pick up a lot of their militant acts come from Cali. So, Cali systems are like that, man.
I don't know nothing about that. I only did a little time in the county. I don't know nothing about the prison shit.
Y'all got one of the worst ones.
Yeah, I believe it.
Y'all got one of the worst systems there is, man. The crazy thing about it is, see, I do the Return to Citizen magazine and the reentry programs and stuff. And I talk to California inmates and stuff too, man, and the nationwide, federal and state. And the crazy thing about it is that California believes that all the systems are like theirs. And I tell them, and I'm like, look, man, not really. Y'all's is really the only system like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? California system is not a game, man. You know, California system is not a joke. You know, and like I said, I've never been in it, but I do the Return to Citizen magazine, and that is nationwide. So we deal with a lot of people all over the place, and I do the prison talks with people all over the place.
Yeah.
And you know, everybody wants to tell you that their system is the fucking worst. Everybody wants to tell you that we got the most murders and the most killings and the most gangs and all that type of shit. And everybody wants to believe that their system is if for some reason they believe that's a badge of honor for the prison system, man. If your system is the most brutal, violent system, that's like a badge of honor for your system. Crazy way of thinking, but that's the way prisoners think, man. That's the way people think inside the system, man. You know, it's just like being on the street. You know, my block's harder than yours. You know, we put in more work over here. You know, we're the most violent. You know what I'm saying? We're the most.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of street mentality and prison mentality are not too far from each other. You know.
Yeah, hold on. Let me put this on the charger right quick. Hold on.
All right.
There we go. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Nah, you good.
Yeah.
But a lot of the street mentality and prison mentality is not that far from what people think. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much the same. So, you know, I look at it from the outside in now because I don't live that lifestyle no more. And I understand it. But at the end of the day, you know, who wants to be in the more violent system? Who wants to be on the worst block? You know what I'm saying? You know, when you grow up and you become smart, like, why do you want your kids to grow up on the worst block, the most violent block, where motherfuckers taking shots at your house and, you know, your kids can be possible victims, you know?
You want better for your kids. Like,
yeah,
that shit is big. So everybody should want better for their kids.
No doubt. But, you know, some people's minds are still into that, you know, that street mentality, man. And I don't know if that'll ever change, man, with the way the cultures are, man. And like I said, I'm in hoods all over the nation, and it's the same thing, man. You know, I blame a lot of like the hip hop culture and stuff like that, man. Brings a lot of these kids into believing what is not a reality, man. It's not a reality, man. for a lot of these
realize
kids.
as the music gets worse, people get worse?
Yes. I
Like
remember
that
when
shit.
Lil Wayne, at least on the East Coast,
Yeah,
I remember when Lil Wayne became a blood. All right.
yeah,
I think everybody on the East Coast at that time wanted to become a blood.
yeah. I remember. I remember that shit. Niggas had the red
I'm
rags
serious, man.
hanging out the bed.
I think we had like a quadruple population in my city with
Yeah,
bloods within a month after Lil Wayne became a blood.
I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Hey, because it's just like when all right, we was on Wayne big about here too, but niggas was already whooping and shit. But
Yeah,
nigga, soon as like when Game came out and he was blooding, that's when it really like
yeah,
it turned it up to another level because it's like oh he a blood and he from Compton too. You just start
yeah,
seeing people. You start seeing niggas change hoods. You like
yeah.
oh you like you was cripping it 3 years ago. Now all of a sudden you from here like that
That's
shit
crazy,
crazy,
man.
man.
Yeah. And I've been out through like some of your neighborhoods, like out there, like I've never been escorted out there, and I've never got out like mingled and shit, but I do got videos and stuff out there,
Yeah,
and stuff. Like I said, I grew up on '90s hip hop, and mostly West Coast hip hop was
yeah,
mostly what I listened to. You know what I'm saying? So and watch movies, Boys in the Hood, Menace to Societies, and all that stuff,
yeah,
man. I grew up on those, man. That was like, oh, man, dude, I think the first time I watched Menace to Society, I wanted to go out and rob a motherfucker.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like real shit. Like, so when I got to really go out to those neighborhoods, man, and see, I was like, damn, you know what? And a lot of our prison systems over here bang West Side sets. You
yeah,
know what I'm saying? So I've always heard about these sets, being in prison and stuff. So I was like, man, while I'm out here, man, I'm gonna film some of this shit. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? I'm not trying to get nobody's way. I'm out there during the daytime. I'm not out there. Nobody's active. I'm not getting out fucking walking down nobody's fucking street. I'm
yeah,
driving through the fucking neighborhood and I got a camera out. If I see
yeah,
somebody, I'll put the camera down type shit. I ain't trying to invade nobody's space. And I did that shit through Jordan Downs and Nickerson Gardens and Imperial Courts. I was out there,
yeah.
the fruits and all, through
Yeah, yeah,
there.
you
And
was all around the circle. You was all
yeah,
around the
I went
circle
through I
around.
went through all that shit. Now I
Yeah,
even went down to like Kelly Park. I
yeah.
went over there. Um, what's that
Greenleaf.
industrial park over there by the airport in the industrial park over
Oh,
there?
you talking about you talking
Uh,
about Roddy Rich Hood. Man, I always forget the name of it, but I know what you're talking about. You're talking
yeah.
about
Yeah, there's a neighborhood over there. It's like a Crip neighborhood or some shit, man. I
I know
went
what you
down there.
yeah,
I
I
can't
know what
remember
you're
the name
talking
of it, but I
about.
went down through there. I've even went out to Long Beach. I went out to Nipsey's old store neighborhood and
Nipsey.
shit out through there. Like I literally like drove through there for like 2 days, man. I was like, shit, I'm gonna see everything I want to see.
Yeah, you
You
can
know what I
touch
mean? I'm trying to
bases.
see it. I'm
You
trying to
can
see all
touch
the shit.
bases everywhere now.
I
Shit.
went down Powder Street on
Yeah,
both sides. And man, I got a lot of backlash for that shit.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of backlash on the videos. I don't give a fuck. You know what I
yeah,
mean? I don't care. I did that shit for me. I don't give a
yeah,
fucking motherfucker don't. I don't care about that shit. It wasn't
yeah,
like I was out there. I went out there mingling and fucking trying to. I wasn't doing nothing.
yeah,
But yeah, I got backlash like shit. Why don't you get out there and go out there at nighttime and hang out? I'm like, oh, well, I'm not stupid either. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying?
yeah.
Like, I mean,
You
yeah,
gotta be smart with it.
I'm not a fucking dummy. You know what I'm saying? I'm not getting out in Camden at fucking nighttime by myself. I'm not getting out in Philly, in fucking North Philly by myself at nighttime. I mean, I'm not Baltimore, dude. I'm from DC. Like, there's places in DC I wouldn't get out of right now. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? Like, I'm not stupid. You know what I mean? I'm not a
you gotta be
dummy.
smart about it.
I didn't live. I didn't live to be 44 years old by being dumb.
Yeah, for real though. That's knowledge. That's
You feel me?
wisdom shit. For real though.
But yeah, man. But hey, look, we've been on here an hour, man. You got anything? We kicked in on some real
Yeah,
shit.
yeah, we got it in. We got it in.
Yeah.
Shit, man. Hey, just like I said, Mouse, man, I really appreciate the opportunity, bro. Like, I wasn't even asking for it, but you, man, you
Yeah,
you
nah. I
came through,
appreciate you,
man.
man. For real.
Man, keep doing what you doing, bro. Cause I've been tapped in with you for about 4, 5, 6 months now. So
Yeah.
man, keep doing what you doing, cause what you doing is big, man.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Real talk.
Yeah,
And
you already
like I
know.
said, man, when you send me your links to your shit, I'll put it
Okay.
in the description part if it's a YouTube or whatever it is, I'll put it in the description part of this video so people can catch you on there too. And you've
Okay.
already given them, you've already given them a couple of your social medias and stuff. But
Okay.
yeah, I definitely appreciate you, man. And thanks a lot, man. I'm gonna put this video up. I'll have this video up in like 2 days. I'm gonna try to edit it, try to make it a little bit louder. It might not even be that loud. It might already be loud. It might just be my shit doing that.
Okay.
So we'll see. But I'll have Lisa edit it and fuck with it and try to
Okay.
turn it up and shit too, man. So I definitely appreciate you, man. Thanks a lot, bro. You already got my phone number, man. So you hit me
Okay,
up
shit, I'm about
anytime.
to
You already
lock
know
you
what it
in
is.
and everything now, bro. You
All right.
lock me in too, man. We can touch bases again another time to catch up and see where we at and everything, man.
All right, for sure. All right, man. God bless, bro.
All right, Mouse,
All
have
right.
a good one,
Peace.
bro.